This is the Star Wars The Black Series, Episode 4, Luke Skywalker. Figure is part of, I think, Wave 1 of 2016 because the Han Solo, the Han Solo Jango Fett wave, I think, was either the last wave of 2015 or first wave of 2016. Either way, this is figure number 21 for the Black Series in this new packaging, the Force Awakens packaging. And we get a glimpse of the very young Luke Skywalker, the very first Luke Skywalker we've seen on the screen in Episode 4, A New Hope. This is my second favorite Luke Skywalker version out of all the figures, Star Wars toys in mythology. I love the Jedi Knight Luke Skywalker, then I like this guy. But we'll see Episode 8. I think I'm liking the old man, Luke Skywalker. So, very, very nice. The figure actually came out great, I think. Sorry. Yeah, I was very surprised that this one came out great. I was half expecting not to like it, but it is pretty cool. Let me just stand him up. And, okay. Good size Luke Skywalker. Here he is as a stormtrooper. So as you can see, his head's a little bit small. Somehow he shrunk and then grew up in the Death Star. See, this head sculpt is much bigger than this one. This one looks older, but it looks smaller. So it's like his little brother. Anyway. So it's okay, good size. Head's a little bit small, but that's fine. Overall, I love the way this figure looks. I'm glad they used this soft goods kimono or tunic for him. Very, very nice. He's got his belt that you can probably remove if you pluck this out right here. It's got some detailed accessories right here, and most importantly, it came with the binoculars that he used in Episode 4. Not sure how he's gonna hold it, actually. I don't know how he's gonna hold it, really, unless you just force it right there. Wow. Okay, so that's how you do it. Okay, I guess that works. And it has a nice little belt clip that clips on nicely on his waist, on his belt. But it can take some time to just stick it in right there. Okay, come on. So pretty cool. As you can see, there's also a hook on his belt. That's really for the lightsaber. Hook it on right there. And one thing I did notice with these new 2016 Black Series figures is that the blade does not easily slide off. It's sort of like tabs in nicely. They have a same with Ahsoka and with Kanan. They have that flared up peg, or that with a big head type of peg, so that you don't lose it. That was the problem with most of the Black Series figures, that when you drop the figure, the blade just popped off and you'd lose it. If you weren't careful. So that's nice. That's a nice touch. The hilt is still made of that soft PVC material, while the blade is very stiff, made of that stiff material. So all in all, great detail. Doesn't have anything underneath. It's unpainted, I think. They use a flesh tone. For the torso, they use a different kind of plastic. I'm not going to remove the tunic because I reckon it's going to be very difficult to put back on. But it feels a little bit puffy with this tunic on. And I guess that's what you'd expect for something like this. So, stick this back in. Okay. So, paint apps, great. I think the paint apps came out great. The face is painted nicely. It's just a little bit waxy. I just wish they painted the flesh, the figure, instead of just using that glossy plastic, flesh plastic. Wish it was something like this, less glossy, but that's fine. Everything else, all the detail on his boots, his pants, the belt, everything turned out great, I think. cloth, just one color, no paint. Articulation for the figure, it's got a ball joint neck on a hinge, ball jointed upper torso, ball hinge shoulders, double jointed elbows, bicep swivel, ball hinge wrists that go in and out. Same with this one. Double jointed elbows, yep, there you go. He's got a ball jointed hip, thigh swivel, double jointed knees, ball hinge ankles with the rocker joints. All in all, I'm pretty impressed with this figure, except for that very small head. That should have been bigger, I think. This figure's gonna get a 9.5 out of 10 for me. Maybe very high 9. Close to 10. You know, if you're a big Star Wars fan and you like the Black Series, this is one figure you've got to pick up. Very, very impressed with it. There you go, folks. The Star Wars The Black Series, Episode 4, 6-inch Luke Skywalker. Thanks for watching.